Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for putting this on. I think it's amazing. I live with epilepsy, and I was not public about my own epilepsy for 24 years, until I passed a piece of legislation in Colorado that ensured we have seizure-safe schools for K through 12. And thank you. For me, this was something that was never afforded to me. I never knew we had a community. I never knew we had a family, and I didn't know how to reach this family. And I think the reason for this is because that stigma is real, especially in BIPOC communities. I'm the daughter of immigrants and refugees. I'm Muslim. And as such, there was this very much taboo topic of never talk about it. There's something wrong with you. I've even heard in some communities that you can be possessed. And so that spiritual aspect of what it is to have a seizure. I was fortunate enough to join the board of the Epilepsy Foundation in Colorado and Wyoming. And when we had our gala last year, I was looking around and I didn't see anyone that looked like me. Now, as the first Muslim and Arab representative in Colorado history, it was the same issue. I didn't see anyone who looked like me. And I wanted to break down that barrier. So when I joined the board, I wanted to make sure that we were reaching our BIPOC communities and that we were being effective when we were doing so. I wanted to make sure that people who look like me can be effective liaisons into their own communities. And so the questions I'm posing today is, how are we doing that? How are we empowering people of color to be those liaisons in their own communities and feel like they are equipped to answer questions, to empower people living with seizure disorders, and make sure that they're advocating and ensuring that BIPOC communities who are often marginalized, misrepresented, and underrepresented have access to care and rescue meds and information and treatment. I will tell you, I went 23 years without knowing that rescue meds existed. And I didn't know that until the Epilepsy Foundation advocated for me. And if I didn't know that as a state representative, I can only imagine what marginalized communities don't have access to. So this is my question. How are we going to fix it? And I hope that I can partner with the Epilepsy Foundation even more to make sure that we are addressing this. So thank you very much.